Now we start with an initialization or a time zero. Let's say we initialize all the power levels to be 1 milliwatt. Okay, now let's calculate what is the corresponding SIRs. The SIR for the first transceiver pair at time zero initialization is simply 1 times this is 1, okay? It's 1 times 1.0 milliwatt. Okay. And then we'll write down the similar expression for the interference. Let's say, what are the interference channels? Well, we got 0.1 from the second transmitter, 0.2 from the third, and 0.3 as the interference channel gain from the fourth user. So we have to multiply 0.1 by the transmit power for the second user, which is 1.0. And then 0.2 times, again, 1.0, because everybody's power is initialized to be 1 milliwatt. And then 0.3 times 1.0. Plus, don't forget a little noise term, 0.1. And this turns out to be 1.43. Similarly, we can calculate the SIR for the second user at initialization, which turns out to be 2. For the third one, which turns out to be 2 as well, and the fourth one, which turns out to be 2.5. Okay, if you look at these numbers, these four numbers at initialization, and compare with the target SIRs, okay, you see that the first user is not getting to the target SIR. Neither is second user. Okay. But the third and the fourth user are actually getting above their target SIRs. Instead of 1.5, you're getting 2 already. Instead of 2, you're getting 2.5. So what would you expect? Intuitively and mathematically, you expect that at the next time iteration, number 1, you will see that the first and second user's transmit power should go up, and the third and fourth user's transmit powers should go down. And that is exactly the kind of negative feedback that we will see. Okay. Well, let's look at the kind of powers that we'll be looking at. P1, okay, now at iteration 1, is gamma 1 over the SIR just observed times the power, okay, at the last iteration. And this equals 2, your target, over 1.43, what you're currently getting, multiply your current power level, 1.0, and that is 1.4. Okay, indeed, now you're going to blast more power than before, okay, because you were not achieving your target SIR. Similarly, the second user's transmit power now becomes 1.25 instead of 1. Whereas the third and the fourth user's transmit power, you can easily verify the calculation, are actually smaller than the last round. They are 0.75 and 0.80 milliwatts respectively. Everything is in milliwatt for the power unit. Okay. And that confirms our intuition. Okay. If you overshoot your target SIR, lower your power, otherwise increase your power. Now, what happens to the SIR now? The SIR at this new iteration now becomes the following. Okay. Again, direct channel gain is 1, multiply the new power, which is 1.40, divided by the interference channel gain 0.1 times the new power 1.25 plus direct interference channel gain 0.2 times the new power 0.75 times plus 0.3 the interference channel gain multiplied by the new transmit power 0.8. This is the interference plus the noise, and you get 2.28. Okay. Now notice 2.28 here now is both bigger than the last round SIR, which is 1.43 if you remember, as well as bigger than the target SIR2. So not only you enhance your SIR, you enhanced a little too much. You overshot for the first user after this round. So what would you expect to happen in the next round? You expect the power for the first user will now go down. Okay, so power go up, power go down, and you hope that this oscillation will dampen and eventually converge. Let's finish this calculation. Okay, so the second user at iteration 1, the SIR is 2.34, okay, which is bigger than the SIR at the last iteration, which was 2, but not big enough yet. The target is 2.5. So expect that next round, the power for the second transceiver pair will still go up. And the SIR3 at this iteration is 1.28, SIR4 at this iteration equals 1.82. Okay, and both of these are not quite their target SIR. So what you see after one iteration is that the first user actually overshot. Okay, the second user didn't overshoot. The third and fourth user actually now they're dipping below the target SIR now. And next round their power should increase.